One and all, I am Sujata Dowri, working as assistant professor in SGM College Karat. Today this is my third lecture of BSc second year for the topic univariate continuous probability distribution or continuous univariate probability distribution. Okay, in this topic, in the previous topic actually we will define these terms raw moments. So raw moments is mu r dash, raw moment about origin, obvious. So mu r dash is equal to expectation of x raised to r. Now the central moments are denoted as mu r, which is equal to expectation of x minus m raised to power r. Over here m is expectation of x. Okay. Now in this lecture we will see the relation between central and raw moments. That is central moments in terms of raw moments. So the first central moment is mu1, this is always 0, obvious. The second central moment mu2 is equal to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash square. Fine. So mu2 is equal to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash square. And mu3, that is third central moment, is mu3 dash minus 3 mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 2 mu1 dash q. This is the formula for finding third central moment. Now fourth central moment, that is mu4, and mu4, the formula for mu4 is mu4 dash minus 4 mu3 dash mu1 dash plus 6 mu2 dash mu1 dash square minus 3 mu1 dash raised to power 4. Okay. So these are the relation between central moment and raw moment. That is, if we have the values of raw moments, then by using these raw moments also I can find the values of central moments. Okay. Now the next part based on these moments are skewness and kurtosis. So the skewness and kurtosis, that is by using skewness and kurtosis we are finding pickedness of the distribution or flatness of the distribution. That is, without drawing the graph, I can, by simply observing the values, we will say that whether the distribution is picked or whether it is flat. Okay. So these measures are given by Karl Pearson. Hence these measures are also called as Karl Pearson's measures of skewness and kurtosis or Pearsonian's measures of skewness and kurtosis. So let me define it. So measures of skewness are measures of skewness are beta 1. Beta 1 is nothing but formula for beta 1 is mu3 square divided by mu2 cube, and gamma 1 is the square root of beta 1. Over here the sign of gamma 1 depends on the sign of mu3. Sign of gamma 1 depends on sign of mu3 because mu3 may take value negative. If the mu3 is negative, then beta 1 is also negative and gamma 1 is also negative, because over here see the formula is as mu3 square. That is, if mu3 is negative, then since we are squaring the term, it gives me positive value, but still the value of beta 1 is negative and value of gamma 1 is also negative. That is, the sign of beta 1 and gamma 1, it depends on the sign of mu3. Okay. So the results based on these are, suppose the value of beta 1 is greater than 0, which implies the value of gamma 1 is also greater than 0, and hence the distribution is positively skewed. Okay. If beta 1 equal to 0, which implies gamma 1 also equal to 0, and hence the distribution is a symmetric distribution. Third remark will be, or interpretation will be, if beta 1 is less than 0, then gamma 1 is also less than 0. That means it is negative. If both are less than 0, then we say that the distribution is negatively skewed. So these are the interpretations which we have from these values of the beta 1 and gamma 1. Now let me see the measures of kurtosis. So measures of kurtosis are beta 2 and gamma 2. So beta 2, formula for beta 2 is mu 4 upon mu 2 square, and gamma 2 is nothing but beta 2 minus 3. Okay, mu 4 upon mu 2 square and gamma 2 is beta 2 minus 3. Okay, so the interpretations for these are, if the value of beta 2 is greater than 3, which implies gamma 2 greater than 0. If this happens, that is beta 2 is greater than 3, which implies gamma 2 greater than 0, hence the distribution is leptokurtic. The distribution is leptokurtic. Next will be, if beta 2 equal to 3, which implies gamma 2 equal to 0, hence the distribution is mesokurtic. The distribution is mesokurtic. And last one, if beta 2 is less than 3, which implies gamma 2 is less than 0, and hence the distribution is platykurtic. The distribution is platykurtic. That is, the results are, if beta 2 is greater than 3, if it is greater than 3, then obvious gamma 2 is greater than 0, because the formula for gamma 2 is depends on the value of beta 2. Okay, so if this happens, then the distribution is leptokurtic, that is more picked. That is, the graph is more picked for this type. Again, for this type it is symmetric, that is, it is in between the flatness and pickedness of the data. Okay, so if beta 2 equal to 3, gamma 2 equal to 0, the distribution is mesokurtic. And the third type, that is, if beta 2 is less than 3, which implies gamma 2 is less than 0, and hence the distribution is third one, that is platykurtic distribution. Okay, now the next definition is median. So median, what is median? Do you know the concept of median? Actually, you know the concept of median. So do you remember actually the concept of median? Yes. So median is nothing but, we divide the data into two equal parts, and in this arrangement the data is arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. Then the middlemost value is nothing but the value of median. Okay. So over here, the definition of median is, let x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx, and x is a continuous random variable PDF fx. Let me consider m is equal to median. Let me consider m is equal to median. Then it is defined as probability of x less than or equal to m, which is equal to probability of x greater than or equal to m. This is equal to half. This can be written by using integration as minus infinity to upper range as m fx dx, which is equal to m to infinity fx dx is equal to half. Okay, so we may use any one of this equation, that is, we may use this portion or we may hide this portion, and we may use this is equal to half. Okay, both are, that is, we can divide our fx into two different parts, and the different parts and the middlemost value, that is m over here. Okay, so that is the value of median or definition of median. Okay, now let me have the quartiles. So I can define the quartiles. You know what is quartiles, or what is the meaning of the word quartiles? You know actually what is quartiles, but do you know the meaning of the word quartile? Quartiles means we divide our data into four equal parts if the data is arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. Okay, so over here, since we divide the data into four equal parts, that is, we need 3 cutoff points to get the 4 equal parts. So values of the quartiles are always 3 in number. Okay, it is denoted as qx. So let me define it. Let x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx and CDF capital Fx. Okay, over here I define this value by using the CDF. So formula for finding this as, so qi, that is ith quartile. So qi is equal to f, I can have the qi. So I can find this qi as f of qi is equal to I by 4, and value of I is equal to 1, 2, 3. So suppose I replace the value of I as 1, then I get f of q1. So f of q1 is nothing but 1 divided by 4. So simply in the CDF, instead of x, I can put the value as q1. Okay, I may write this by using probability, as probability of x less than or equal to qi is equal to I by 4. That is, in terms of integration also I can have this as minus infinity to qi f of x dx is equal to I by 4. Okay. So if I doesn't have CDF, then only I can find, by using PDF we can find quartiles. Okay. But if I have CDF, then I use this formula only. So that is nothing but quartiles. Since I have I varying from 1 to 3, I get 3 values of quartiles. Okay. So this is my quartiles. Now next will be mode. So do you know what is meant by mode? Yes. What is mode? In descriptive statistics, you are seeing mode. What is mode? Can anybody tell me the formula for mode, or what is the concept of mode? Mode is nothing but the value which is repeated many times in the data, or the value with maximum frequency is nothing but value of mode. Okay. So over here we define mode as, that is, since over here I doesn't have actually the values, but I have the curve. Okay, since the values are continuous, x is continuous random variable, hence I have curve. So over here we can find the maximum value of x. That is, we can find the maxima occurs at which value. Okay, so that is nothing but the value of mode. So over here mode is nothing but, over here suppose x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx. Now mode is the value of x at which fx is maximum. So that means the first condition which this function is satisfied as f dash of x is equal to 0. If this condition is satisfied, we will get x is equal to a. Then the second is f double dash of x is equal to, is less than 0 for this value of x is equal to a. Then this x is equal to a is called as value of mode. Okay. So that means x is a, let me define it again, x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx. And so if any value of x, if it satisfies both the conditions, then we say this as mode. So which are these two conditions? First condition is f dash of x is equal to 0, and after putting the, equating this equation to 0, we get some value of x which is equal to a, suppose. Now the second equation, that is f double dash of x is less than 0. This equation holds if x is equal to a, that is, we put the, over here we can put the value of x as a. If these two equations are there, then the x is equal to a is called as value of mode. Okay. Now the next concept is harmonic mean, or HM. It is also called as HM. What is HM over here? Harmonic mean, or it is also called as HM. So HM is defined as, like, x is a continuous random variable with a PDF fx. With PDF fx. Now HM denoted as h. HM denoted as h is defined as 1 upon h is equal to expectation of 1 upon x, which is equal to integration over x 1 upon x fx dx. Okay. But you may observe over here that, first of all, I say that h is HM. Okay. But I will define this as 1 upon h for my simplification purpose. Getting the concept? So, but my h is over here is 1 upon expectation of 1 by x. Okay. 1 upon expectation of 1 by x. But for simplification purpose, I will write this definition in this manner. Over here, x takes only positive values. X takes only positive values, that is most important. For positive values only this HM exists. Now see, x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx. Now h is nothing but the HM. Then we define HM as 1 upon h is equal to expectation of 1 by x, which is equal to integration over x 1 upon x fx dx. Okay. So this is my HM. Now the next definition which we have is variance. Okay, so what is variance over here? See, let x is a continuous random variable with PDF fx. Then we denote variance of x as variance of x, or we may have sigma square x, or we may have var of x. It is defined as variance of x is equal to expectation of x minus expectation of x bracket square. Over here, if we replace the value of expectation of x as m, then it becomes expectation of x minus m square. So this is equal to integration over the range of x minus m square fx dx. So this is the formula for finding variance. Okay. So that means variance of x is equal to expectation of x minus expectation of x bracket square. I can replace this expectation of x by m, then it is expectation of x minus m bracket square. So in terms of integration, I can write this as integration over x minus m square fx dx. Okay. But for our convenience, that is when we calculate variance of any random variable, then we can find this as variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x bracket square. So by using this formula, I can calculate the variance of any continuous random variable, or it is also discrete random variable. Okay. So fine. So let me have one problem based on all these definitions. So problem is C. The problem is if x is a continuous random variable with PDF. So what is PDF over here? See, PDF is fx, which is equal to 6x 1 minus x is equal to 0 otherwise, and the range of x, obviously it is in between 0 to 1. Fine. So okay, so find AM, HM, median, mode and variance. AM, HM, median, mode and variance. AM means arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean means mean. Okay. So let me find first of all mean. So formula for mean is expectation of x is equal to integration over x fx dx. So that means it is integration over the range of x is 0 to 1, 6x 1 minus x dx. So now let me find integration as x. So x minus x square. So integration is x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 for the range 0 to 1. So it comes as 6 into bracket half minus 1 divided by 3. That means it is 6 in 3 minus 2 divided by 6. So it comes as, see, 6 get cancelled. I have the term as 1. So expected value of x over here is 1. Fine. Oh, sorry, actually over here is also x, and in my formula it is also x. So x square, that means x cube divided by 3, x raised to 4 divided by 4, and hence it comes as 1 by 3, 1 by 4, and hence I have this as 1 divided by 12, and hence the formula comes as half. So expectation of x or mean is half. Now next I need to find as mode. So what is mode? So mode is nothing but it must satisfy the first condition. So first condition is f dash of x is 0, and second condition f double dash of x less than 0. So first of all let me differentiate fx with respect to x. Okay. So what it comes? So f dash of x now this is equal to c. Derivative of this. So this comes as 6x minus 6x square. So this comes as 6x is constant, it goes minus 6x square. So 12x. Okay. So this is the first derivative. Now equate it to 0. So 6 minus 12x is equal to 0. So what is the value of x? It is minus 6, and hence x is equal to 6 divided by 12, which is equal to 2. So x is equal to half over here. Okay. Now let me find the second derivative again. So second derivative of this function is, so that is derivative of this function. So it comes as minus 12, which is obviously less than 0. Okay. So since it is less than 0 and I get the value of x as half, that means over here the value of mode is nothing but half. Mean is also half and mode is also half over here. Now let me find first variance and then the remaining terms. Okay. So what is variance? So variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x bracket square. So let me find this term. So expectation of x square, this is equal to integration over x square fx dx. So now let me put the values as in range is 0 to 1 x square, and over here one more x is there. In mean I have missed this x. So 6x 1 minus x dx. So the function becomes now 0 to 1 x cube 1 minus x. Okay. So this can be simplified as the derivative of this is x raised to 4 divided by 4 minus x raised to 5 divided by 5 0 to 1. So it comes as 6 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. So that means it comes as 6 5 minus 4 divided by 20, and hence it comes as, what is the answer? It is 6 by 20, isn't it? That means it is 3 by 10. Okay. So what is variance now? I can put the values over here. So variance of x is equal to now 3 by 10 minus expectation of x bracket square, that is half square. So what it comes? 3 by 10 minus 1 divided by 4, hence it is 40. Then 12 minus 1, that is 11 by 40, which is the value of variance. Okay, fine. Now the next part which we find is HM. So what is HM over here? By definition, HM is defined as 1 upon h, which is equal to expectation of 1 by x, which is integration over x 1 upon x fx dx. Okay. So I can put the values. The range is 0 to 1, then 1 upon x, then fx is 6x 1 minus x dx. So it comes as, I can cancel this x, so 1 minus x dx simply. So find the integration. So integration of this is x, and the integration of this is x square by 2 for the range obvious 0 to 1. Now see. So 1 upon h over here is, I can put the range. So 6 1 minus half. Okay. So what it comes? So 6 2 minus 1 divided by 2, that means it is half. 6 into 1 divided by 2, that is 3. But see, if I write HM as 3, then it gives me wrong answer. Why? Because see, the range of x is 0 to 1. So your mean, median, mode, HM always lies between these range. Okay. So my H is strictly 1 by 3. This is correct. Right? Now the last part is mode. Let me find, mode is, we are finding mode, but last part is median. So let me find median. So median is, by definition it is minus infinity to m fx dx is equal to half. Hence we have 0 to m 6x 1 minus x dx is equal to half. So let me integrate it. It gives me 6x square by 2 minus x cube by 3, 0 to m is equal to half. So it comes as, if 6 is transferred over there, it gives me 3. Okay, fine. So it comes as m square by 2 minus m cube by 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so this can be now simplified as, so I can simplify this as 3m square minus 2m cube upon 6 is equal to 3. So suppose this 6 is transferred over here, or I may have the shifting of this term. Suppose 6 is transferred, so it is 1 upon 12, not actually 3, it is 1 upon 12, sorry. It comes as 1 upon 12, isn't it? So, or we may transfer, if I transfer half over here, it gives me, half means over here it is 2 and hence it is 12, okay, and this is 1. I may have in this manner also. 12, no, over here it is 6 and this is 1. So it comes 6 2s are, that means 2. So it gives me 6m square minus 4m cube minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So fine, this is my equation. Now let me write this as 4m cube minus 6m square plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now I simplify this term simply as, instead of 6 mu square, I can write this term as minus 2m square minus 4m square. Okay. Minus 2m square minus 4m square, and for my convenience I can add and subtract 2m and minus 2m. Okay. So this can be written as 4m cube minus 2m square minus 4m square. Okay. And now I can write this as plus 2m minus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. So that means minus 6m square is divided as minus 2m minus 4m. Okay, square. Okay. So let me have the constant term as 2m square. So what remains with me? 2m. Okay. From this I have 2m minus 1. Okay. Now from this also I have common as minus 2m suppose. So minus 2m is common, then I have 2m minus 1, and if I have common minus 1, then it is 2m minus 1 is equal to 0. So from all of this we can write this as 2m minus 1, which is common portion out of these 3, and 2m square minus 2m minus 1 is equal to 0. These are the two equations which we have. Okay. Now I solve these two equations as simply equate it to 0. So 2m minus 1 is equal to 0, or I may have 2m square minus 2m minus 1. This equation is equal to 0. Okay. So simply it gives me 2m is equal to 1. That means m is equal to half. From this equation I use the formula for m as minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. I can use the complex formula for solving the complex equation. Okay. So that means I can put the values as c. This is a, b and c. So my b is minus 2. So minus plus 2. 2 plus or minus 4 minus plus, it comes as 4 into 2. That means it is 8 divided by 2a. That means it is 4. So it comes as 2 plus or minus, it is 12 divided by 4. So these two values are also there. So out of these we are using mu is equal to half. Okay. So or m is equal to half. So median is equal to half over. Fine. So you are getting all the example of finding mean, median, mode, then HM and variance. Fine. Thank you.